So, good afternoon to each and everyone. We are the group 1 and we are tasked to discuss the elements of prose. But before we proceed to our topic, let us call John D. Meloria to discuss the definition of prose fiction. Prose fiction. So, it refers to any written works that tells a story of considerable length and composed with a paragraphs and chapters. So this story can be either real or imagined. So if the story is based on real life events, so of course it is a factual or non-fiction. On the other hand, if the story is based on the author's imagination, it is fictional. So prose encompasses three main forms: the short story, the novelette or the short novel, and the full-length novel. So the short story focuses on a single incident or a brief moment in time with a limited numbers of characters, while maintaining the it aims to convey a clear, complete narrative with a clear beginning, middle, and end. But the novelette or the short story is more complex than a short story. So this aims to produce a more complex storytelling and characters development compared to a short story while maintaining a relatively concise narrative structure. Lastly is the full-length novel. It's the longest form of prose fiction. It provides ample space for a deep exploration of characters and multiple plotlines and extensive word building. Novels allow authors to delve into complex themes and offer a more immersive reading experience.
So now we're going to talk about the elements of prose. So the elements of prose are the characters and characterization, the plot, setting, theme, point of view, and concept or language. So now we're going to talk about the characters and characterization. I know that you are familiar with it, right? Yeah. So yes, Maria Gomez, what is characters for you?
Characters are animals in a story.
Okay, very good. So characters are those persons or animals, even animals that are involved in the story. So it is the clue of the story. So characters are the agents of action. So from the word agent, it is the subject, right? So it is the subject of the story. So there are two types of characters. So you know that? These are main characters and supporting characters. So main characters are those characters like protagonists and antagonists. The protagonists are yes. While the antagonist is the lead. So now we're going to talk about the characterization. So characterization refers to the method of projecting the characters. So from the word projecting, it is showing or telling the personality of the character. So we have two kinds of characterization. It is the indirect characterization and direct characterization. From the word direct, what can you inquire about it? Yes, Rusty? Direct characterization, it is by directly telling the personality or the characters of the character. Next is an indirect character. It is by showing. It is the implicit characterization. So it needs the analyzation of the reader because it is not direct hindi po siya direct na sinabi ng author kung ano ang characterization sa character. Okay. There are two broad types of characters. In the narrative section, these are the flat character and round character. So from the word flat, it means yes, sir. Okay. Yes, there is no change, and there is no complex emotions shown in the characters. While the round characters, there is a character transition of the character. So there is the definition here. It says that round character is complex in thoughts and actions and so cannot be described as easily as a flat character. It is like a real person by complex man siya. Di siya ma-describe ko kayo. So, if we're going to sa anime world, so flat character is like a 2D character while the round character is the 3D character. So it's like a real person. So characters may be portrayed either by telling or by showing. So by telling, the author tells us everything about the characters just like what I said, the direct characterization. So by showing, the author allows the characters to interact and by that we know them. By that we know the characters, so that is the indirect characterization. So now we're going to talk about plot, which is by Christian Word.
So, other elements of prose is the plot. So, I know already na you are familiar with this. So, who can give me for their own definition about plot? Yes, Athena? Yes, series of events or ang pagkasunod-sunod sa sequence of the story or pagkasunod-sunod sakto lagi. So, if we say plot, this is the ordering of events in a novel towards the achievement of a particular effect. The plot means more than the story. It is also the way of the story is ordered and rendered. So, if we say plot, hindi na nilong ang conflict, ay ang complex, ang resolution, or ang dinoma. So, in plot, I have searched for you that there are two models in plot. The first model is the Aristotle Unified Plot Structure or the Aristotle model. So Aristotle model identified the basic like linear or what we say, wala siya lain nga pyramid. Oh, yes, pyramid. And in Aristotle Unified Plot Structure, there are only three parts, which is the beginning, the middle, and the part. And the ending. Oh yes, sorry. So mao to siya. And then the other model is the Gustavi. Yes, Gustavi-Freytag's pyramid plot structure or Freytag's pyramid. So in Freytag's pyramid there are how much part? How many parts are there? Okay, 7 parts. Can you give me those 7 parts of Freytag's pyramid? Sige, malawak po sa okay. Richard, what are the 7 parts of Freytag's pyramid?
The 7 parts of Freytag's pyramid are exposition, initial incident, rising action, climax, falling actions, resolution, and
Yes, very good. If we say exposition gali, okay lagi mahal to, Richard. So if we say exposition, kung sa may tabo dyan, kung sa complete na exposition. Yes, the beginning of the story. And then if we say initial incident, yes, the first conflict, very good. And then climax is the suspense. Yes. And then the falling action is ano? Yes. Unravel the conflict. conflict between the protagonist and antagonist that lead to the resolution. And if we say resolution, the conflict is resolved. And then the denouement, the tying up of loose ends or the ending of the story. So that's the plot. Once again, what is the plot, Gale? It is the series. Yes, very good. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Christian. So now let's proceed to the next element of the class, which is the setting. So we already know that setting is where and when the activities of the story happens, right? So, but mind you guys that setting not only limited to when or where the story happens, but it also includes the circumstances of the story, like atmosphere of the story, yes, the culture or yung story. So, setting can be specific, like example is specific given specific settings. Oh, very good. And general, like mga period in time or mga countries. Okay. So, settings can be took into categories, which is they take a rank. So, Presley, can you please tell me what's your idea of the original setting?
In general, setting is stage the location, the time is visible. There can be stage to see where the backdrop is. What will happen specific that kind of setting is there.
Okay, very good, Presley. So, as integral setting, it is the time and the place is explained in detail. So, pwede explain ang culture, pwede gamit ang culture, yung transportation, roads, society, and China. While the backdrop, it is like deep rush of horror sa story. The backdrop cannot affect the storyline or the plot of the story. Nagagamit na siya para panindot na sa story para mas ma-allow ang readers to imagine as a setting sa story. So, all the elements is important to the story, but the setting is crucial part of the story because it helps to establish the mood or kung saan nakuha sa readers sa yung story. So, it influences the characters and their actions and contributes the overall theme of the story. So, muna siya ang setting. So, kaya kung bakit Grace, you want to start? It is something when or where the actions of the story happens. So that is the setting or the next element of clause is that. So basically, it is the central idea or the message of the story. It is the what of the story. Theme is the ideas or opinions on the subject, which are written in statement. It is also the underlying concepts or insights that the author wants the readers to take away from the story or the whole. Theme can be broad and universal, such as love, friendship, or the human condition, or they can be more specific and related to the particular circumstances of the story. Theme is often revealed through the characters, plot events, symbols, and motifs, and it can evoke different interpretations and meanings in the different readers. Point of
Point of view. For you, what is point of view? Well, ikaw ng
So turning point two is how the way the story
point of view is this is the perspective we about action story and characters take our perspective will to the readers the point of view of our family. Point of view refers to the different perspective or opinion the individual have on a particular topic or situation. It represents the new way in which individuals perceive and interpret the world around them. Influenced by their personal experience like visual and point of view play a crucial role in keeping our understanding of the things, teaching, empathy, and promoting open-mindedly in discussion and community and the
types of point of view. So, it is so familiar to us the first person. So, diba, the first person is focuses on the main character who act in the third story. The example of the third story is my brother Leon brought home a wife. So, my brother Leon brought home a wife, which is first person. Because it's he does a first story. So the first person is there are types. So the damage now gonna consider pronoun to so gonna Dimmer is the singular pronoun used in sa first person word. Gamit niya pronoun. Sige. Next. So, gamit niya is I, me, my, and mine. So, using the first person's pronouns. So, gamit niya is we, us, our, and ours. Third person. So, third person is nag-focus sa author. Nagsuwat sa and then gamit siya pronouns like he, her, himself, them, their, and themselves.
Next in line, we have the next element of the prose fiction. We have the conflict. So, before I discuss what conflict is, I want to ask anyone in the class who can define what is a conflict. Yes, anyone? I want to hear the answer of Event Mabel.
So, conflict is the main challenge which is faced by characters or it is the problems, struggles, or any conflict.
Okay, he is right. So conflict is like the engine that drives the story forward in the prose fiction. So a conflict is what Yvette said. Conflict is the main challenge of the characters. This may
conflict is essential in prose fiction. Essential element. Why? Why do you think? Why do you think? I just want to hear an idea coming from, yes, baby King. Yes? Yes, why do you think conflict is an essential element?
Conflict is an essential element in the story because it provides excitement to the story
Yes.
and provides eagerness to the reader to read the story.
Okay, very good. So the reason why conflict is essential or important also in prose fiction is because conflict creates obstacles for characters to overcome, leading to what we call as character development, plot advancement, and ultimately resolution. So it keeps readers engaged and invested in the story's outcome. So next in line, we have the last element or the last element of the prose fiction, which is the language to be discussed by Rayame. Important element of prose. It is language that gives expression to other elements of prose. In looking at the language of prose, there are two important dimensions, which is the authorial language and the language of characters in the story. So authorial language refers to the unique style of expressions of language used by the author and their works. It is often used to convey the author's perspective, tone, and intent. It includes elements such as vocabulary choice, sentence structure, use of literary devices, and overall writing style. So, the language of characters in the story refers to the way they speak and communicate within the narrative. It includes their vocabulary, grammar, dialect, and speech patterns, which provide insights into their background, personality, and social status. So, one important theme of characterization is the language which the author makes the characters to speak.
So, again, before we end this lesson, what are the types or the elements of prose? Can you enumerate those types of prose? First, I will just call one person na lang. Okay, Rusty, can you enumerate those elements of prose?
The elements of prose are characters, empathy, plot, conflict, point of view, theme, language.
So, very good, Rusty. Can you give a hand? So those are the types of, or the elements of the prose, and I hope you learn about us and about our topic.
Everyone to get one more sheet of paper. Okay. This is a subjective type of a very hard piece. Okay, so just list down sa lang mga question. 1 to 2. So number 1. Yes, I'm sorry. So, ini sa lang question din. Number 1. Why is it necessary for us to be familiar with the essential elements of prose? Why is it necessary to be familiar with the essential elements of prose? Number 2. Why language is the most important element of prose? Why language is the most important element of prose? So in a 1/4 sheet of paper. And after you answer,
that activity submitted to our group or any of our group members.